Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Carol and the name of my channel is My Blessed Nest. And today I'm in the kitchen. I would love to have you join me as I participate in a collab called Quarantine Cooking at Home with Me. This collab is co-hosted by Denise Jordan of This and That with Denise Jordan and Kenya from Kenya's Decor Corner, as well as the whole sister circle. I'm part of that sister circle, so if any of you are interested, we get together on Sunday evenings at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we just put our heads together and talk YouTube strategy. So if you have a YouTube channel, check us out. We have a lot of fun and we get it done. Today I'm going to be sharing a family favorite recipe with you called macaroni pizza casserole. This casserole is a great hearty meal that'll fill you up. And since there's just 2 of us at home now, we can eat for 4 days off of it. So I can't promise that if you have a bigger family, but it is hearty and it does last and it freezes well too. And I am going to be using what I have on hand, and I hope you have these ingredients at home and you can give it a try too. So let's get started. Here are the items you will need for the macaroni pizza casserole we'll be making today. 1.5 cup of macaroni. The recipe calls for elbows. I am substituting, I call them bow tie. It says farfal. That's what my husband wanted and that's what we had on hand. You'll need a 1/2 pound of browned drained ground beef. I used the 90/10. A medium onion chopped. This is what I have. It's pretty small, but it'll be fine. 3 cloves of minced garlic. I'm using this minced garlic that comes in a jar, so that will be 3 teaspoons. A red or yellow pepper diced. I do not have any, so we will be skipping that. It calls for 2 cups of fresh diced mushrooms. I will be using 2 cans because that's what I have on hand. They're 4-ounce cans. 16 ounces of pasta sauce. I have this Hunt's 24-ounce can, and we like a lot of sauce, so I'll probably be using that whole can. 2 eggs beaten, 1/4 cup of the Parmesan cheese, and the last ingredient is 1 cup of the mozzarella, and that's shredded. First, I'm going to put in 1.5 cups of the bow tie pasta to boil. I already have my water boiling at the stove. So we'll give that a good stir and bring that to a boil. The package says to boil for 10 minutes for al dente, so since I'm going to be putting it into a casserole, 10 minutes should be just fine. Here I just gave my pasta a good stir and turned it down to about 3 to simmer. So I have my onion all ready here. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in and start that to brown. I just realized that everybody doesn't do their ground beef like I do. I actually purchase it in bulk and I brown it up ahead of time and then freeze it in increments that I'll use. So for this recipe, if you don't have your ground beef browned ahead like I do, you'll just brown it in the skillet. So when I throw that in, you can just throw yours in raw. My macaroni just buzzed that it's ready, so I'm going to go ahead and drain that. Your next step is to add the garlic to the onions, and if you would like to use peppers, add them in here at this time. Here I'm adding my canned mushrooms, and then I'm adding my browned and drained ground beef. If you are using raw hamburger, make sure to drain after browning. At this point, you want to take 1 cup of this mixture and set it aside for later. Next step, you're going to add your 1 teaspoon of oregano and your pasta sauce, and you better believe it, baby, I added the whole can. Just give this mixture a good stir and incorporate it all together. Simmer your sauce for 5 minutes. Here's my cooked and drained 1½ cups of bow tie pasta. It just wasn't enough, so I made another 1½ cups of the bow tie pasta. If you are using the elbow macaronis, 1½ cups is plenty. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You will need a 9 by 13 casserole dish, and I use this canola spray for my greasing of pans. The next step is we are going to combine our 3 cups of the cooked bow tie pasta, 2 beaten eggs, and 1/4 cup of the Parmesan cheese. You're going to give that a good stir to combine. This is going to become our crust of the casserole. Next, we're going to cover the bottom of the pan with the macaroni. Yeah, that 3 cups looks just right. Our next step is to take your prepared meat sauce and put it on top of the pasta. At this point, I've made an addition. I like to add a cup of sliced ripe olives or black olives. So that's optional. I always try to keep them on hand, and we love black olives. The next step is to add 1 cup of the mozzarella cheese, the shredded cheese, over the top. If you are a cheese fan, you can add more. I did end up adding a little more cheese. I mean, I had to finish the bag up, right? Okay, the next step, remember the meat mixture that we saved before we put the pasta sauce in? We're going to just sprinkle that over the top. So there we have it. We are ready to pop this in the oven. I am waiting until my hubby calls to let me know he's ready and on the way. It's going to be baked for 25 to 30 minutes until your cheese is slightly browned, and then you're going to want to let it stand for 10 minutes. Okay, hubby called, so it's time to put dinner in the oven. It's preheated to 350. It's in the oven, and I set my timer for 25 minutes. Okay, time to check our casserole. Looks yummy. Okay, that's what it looks like after 25 minutes. So now all I have to do is leave it set for 10 minutes, and then we can plate it up and eat it. We're going to have this sunflower chopped salad kit with our casserole. Another item that I would suggest serving with it is green beans, and if you like, some garlic toast. So we're just going to have the salad and the casserole tonight. This casserole will be enough to feed us for 4 different evenings, and we'll probably vary the sides each night. And there's our dinner. The second night, I served it with green beans. Today is day 3 of having the casserole for dinner, and tonight I'm going to make us some garlic buns with what we have on hand here. So first I'm going to spray the tray with this Aldi's brand of Pam. Give it a good spray so nothing sticks. We have these classic Kaiser buns from Aldi. So if you've never made your own garlic bread before, it's really easy. You just take the bread and your margarine or butter of choice, and then you're going to butter the bread. And then I just have garlic powder here, and I'm going to shake that on top. As much or as little as you want. Okay, here's what our garlic buns look like. And then on my oven, you just leave the door open, leave it ajar, hit broil, and we'll leave it on high, and I'm going to check it after, let's check it after 3 minutes. So I think in my oven 4.5 minutes is perfect. Here's our dinner for night number 3 with the casserole with our garlic toast made out of leftover hamburger buns. Give it a try, it's really yummy. If this recipe looked good to you, I hope you'll be able to try it at home. And if you do, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to find out how yours turned out. If you like to see me cooking in the kitchen, let me know also in the comments below, and I'll see about participating in the next 2 challenges as well. Don't forget to look in the description box for the playlist with a list of all of the other participants so you can check out their videos, and I'll link Kenya's and Denise's channel as well so you can check out their channels. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'll link that below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!